I started the Peninsula Press as a student, part of a team of students, in fact, when I was part of the master's program in journalism in 2010. And it started not because I wanted to have a website, but because I wanted to sell a story. And the story was something that I pitched to the San Francisco Chronicle, and they said, we will run this story on our website, but we won't host it on our website. We need you to host it somewhere else and we will link to it. And so I thought, oh, we need a place to put this story. And out of that came the idea that Stanford students could publish their work on a website and partners in the mainstream media in the Bay Area could link to the stories. We did run that story, and the Chronicle picked it up, and it received about 12,000 page views in the first few days, which was nothing like we'd ever experienced in the journalism department. And then all of the other journalism students realized, why aren't we doing this with all of our stories? And that was the catalyst that we needed to create this website that would become a part of the Stanford curriculum permanently. The Peninsula Press is a news website in the Stanford Graduate Program in Journalism. We cover a small geographic area, in this case Santa Clara and San Mateo counties in Northern California. And on this website, the Stanford journalism students can publish their actual reporting work, and we partner with local media organizations like the San Francisco Chronicle and the Bay Citizen, and soon KQED. We covered San Mateo County and Santa Clara County, which is about 2.5 million people. And in this area, the San Francisco Chronicle and the San Jose Mercury News used to have bureaus out here, but had to shut them down because of budget constraints. And so this is an area where our news coverage is really needed. Stanford Journalism is one of only a few graduate journalism programs in the country that gives students the chance to walk away with a diploma and with several articles that have already been published in major media outlets. So writing for the Peninsula Press is a really unique opportunity.
Knowing that the Peninsula Press had this growing audience and that the story could be read by not just your professor, not just your classmates, but people to whom it might actually matter, that definitely makes you dig in a little deeper and, you know, think more about being fair and engaging, like trying to figure out ways to get people interested in your story. I think it became a bit of a competition maybe partway through the first quarter, where some people were starting to get these stories that really took off, and so you started thinking, well, you know, how can I tell a story that will catch on like that? It was nice to have that motivation.
One of the sort of perks of being in journalism, I guess, is getting access to things that normally people don't get access to. So, like right now I'm working on this video on minor league baseball, and I'm going down to the San Jose Giants, which are the San Francisco Giants' little single A team. Going down there and basically getting unlimited access and just sort of being able to walk out on the field and talk to the players and getting a little press pass and things like that, which are just neat. So in my time here, like doing stuff for the Peninsula Press, I've been able to, you know, sort of get backstage at a Mumford & Sons show, and I've been able to drive a $100,000 Tesla Roadster, and like, you know, all these things that I don't necessarily have the legitimate money or connections to make these things happen, but because I'm a journalist and I have press credentials, they're just like, oh, like, so do you want to drive the Roadster? Yes, I would. I mean, so there's sort of this funness about it, and that's just part of the job description of journalism. Is sometimes you have to drive the $100,000 sports car down the interstate, you know, just cruising. It's a tough life, but somebody's got to do it.
From its inception, the Penny Press was primarily for just written stories, but given that journalism is changing so much right now and that there's a lot of interest online in video and quick clips, and given my own personal background in video, I figured it would be worthwhile to cover a breaking news story like that, and we could cover these events instantly and make the Penny Press not just this hyperlocal news site for Stanford stories, but a local news site for relevant news in the Bay Area. The fact that my friends and my parents and relatives and everybody else online will be able to see this story really makes me put in a lot more effort, makes me want to deliver as close to a professional product as I can, and really make something that I can be proud of. And given that future employers and everybody else who meets me is going to Google me, these results are obviously going to pop up due to the number of hits, and that's part of my reputation, I guess.